Most people don't want to win. They want to be seen trying. They want the routine, the outfit, the language, the posts, but not the pressure. Trying feels safe. Winning changes who you are, and that scares most people. So before anything else, you need to answer one question honestly. Do you actually want to win? Or just look like you're trying? Everyone knows someone who talks about discipline, success, and growth. They watch the videos, they take notes, they say the right things, but their life never changes because there's a difference between effort that looks good and effort that actually works. In this video, I'm going to explain that difference, not to motivate you, but to force clarity, because once you see it, you can't pretend anymore. Most people are not lazy. They are performers. They wake up busy, fill their day with tasks, and end the night feeling tired, but unchanged. They confuse movement with progress and effort with results. Looking productive feels good because it creates the illusion of growth, but nothing meaningful is actually being built. Trying is comfortable because it has no consequences. You can say you're trying and still keep your habits, your excuses, and your distractions. You get credit for effort without paying the price of discipline. This is why so many people stay in the same place for years while feeling on the path. The performance replaces the result. Here's the uncomfortable truth you need to hear. If your actions don't produce change, they are not working. Reading, planning, organizing, and talking mean nothing without execution. You don't get rewarded for how serious you look. Life only responds to what you consistently do, not what you intend to do. Winning rarely looks impressive from the outside. It looks boring, repetitive, and quiet. It's doing the same simple actions even when there's no motivation and no audience. Most people quit here because there's nothing to show off. But this is where real progress starts. If you actually want to win, you must reduce your focus to a few actions that matter and repeat them daily. Training, studying, building, or practicing when it feels ordinary, not when it feels exciting. You do this because consistency compounds, while intensity fades. The results appear slowly, then all at once. You also have to stop protecting your comfort. That means cutting distractions, saying no more often, and accepting short-term boredom. Winning requires choosing long-term respect over short-term pleasure. If your daily routine doesn't demand discipline, it will never produce a different life. This is the moment where honesty matters more than motivation. You don't need another plan, another notebook, or another video. You need to look at your last 7 days and tell the truth. Did your actions move you closer to winning, or did they just make you feel busy? Results never lie, but people lie to themselves every day. Here's a simple test you can do right now. If someone removed your words, your posts, and your intentions, would your actions still prove you want to win? If the answer is no, then you're not failing. You're performing, and performance is safer than commitment because it keeps your identity intact. Think about athletes who actually win championships. They don't train when cameras are on. They train when it's repetitive, painful, and boring. That's why in movies, the training scenes are always quiet and lonely. Because real growth doesn't need an audience. It needs consistency. Now, this is where you choose. You either accept the discomfort of doing the same hard things daily, or you accept the comfort of staying the same. There is no third option. Winning is not about intensity once in a while. It's about discipline you no longer argue with. At the end of the day, winning is not about talent, luck, or motivation. It's about alignment. When what you say, what you think, and what you do finally match, life starts responding differently. Until then, nothing changes, no matter how hard you try to look serious. Most people will close this video and return to what's familiar. The same routines, the same distractions, the same excuses that feel safe. Not because they can't win, but because winning would force them to let go of who they've been pretending to be. This is the line. You don't cross it with words. You cross it with action, repeated daily, without applause. You stop performing discipline and start living it. Quietly. Consistently. I'm Montgrey. If this made you think, not just feel, subscribe.